Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Gamer and we're returning to our Kaiserreich Let's Play of Hearts of Iron 4 in the Communist Britain edition. So, things are starting to look up not that nicely for us. The Donau Pact, so basically all of these central powers have declared war on us. It did start out as a conflict about Italy with the Italian Republic, a former buffer state here, declaring their state on Italy as indeed two Sicilies are collapsing over here. So that is the situation that we do find ourselves in. It's going to be a very tough fight. I think we are stabilizing here across Italy itself at the Po River, but over here on the Eastern Front it's going to be tough. So the Soviets are going to have a very tough time over there. We'll need to see what we can do. On the other hand, we are mostly focusing on some of the other areas over here. Nevertheless, what I want to do is take our newly formed tanks under General Percy over here, and I'm going to give them a special mission. So we are going to try to use them as a very specific push force across this little piece of Flanders over here, where we are trying to... Come on, this is part of the enemy line. So what we want to try is... Yes, like that. Just drive into this province. Cut off a couple of guys here at Dunkirk. No one has ever heard of that. And just try to see whether our approach over here with these tanks is going to be super useful. So yeah, we well, basically just do come down here. I think that's going to be alright. Good. Other than that, again in Iceland, we do have a very interesting development. We might be able to capture Reykjavik. Two of our units are trying to get over there. We do have an attack going on over here just to prevent them from reinforcing the port position. And over here in Africa, we have cut off a big chunk of the Middle Africa colonial troops. So hopefully that is going to be alright. Hopefully our positions here will hold up against under their assault. Of course, they are trying to reinforce these positions, so that is going to be interesting. Right, could you attack into here? I wonder. I mean, these guys are fairly weak, so that should be... we should be able to drive them back there. Right, we also are withdrawing our forces here from Italy once they have gotten... have basically landed over here. There's one division over here which is extremely weak, simply because it was beaten up. On the other hand, we are training our first cavalry, our first... Not mechanized forces, come on. Marines, that's it. Right, words are hard. Couple of small attacks over here. Most important, this one, these guys do not need to get into Reykjavik. If they do get into Reykjavik, all of the other troops will be cut off, and that's going to be great. Right, looks like we are holding these defensive positions for now. I think you're also coming up here. Yeah, that is lovely. Lovely indeed. Right, and even over here, we are doing a small attack on these guys that hopefully will be successful. And a small little battle down here. But I think these guys will fall fairly soon. Right, and you do really need to get on shore, because otherwise we will be dead. I mean, just look at your strength here. 2%. Yeah, we've lost too many good ships there. Right, we also need to think a little bit about our navy. So I think we are going to take our battle group. This is our dreadnoughts. This is our heavy hitters. This is the big ships. They're currently docked in Shetland and supposed to support us over there. I think that's not going to be the task for a short period of time. I think we might want to get down here into the central Mediterranean and start to launch attacks here potentially into the Adriatic Sea. The Donau must have dreadnoughts of their own, and I think it is very prudent to just try to reduce their strength a little bit. And likewise, you guys, where are you currently docked? You're moving to a naval base in Iceland. Yeah, no, I think you guys actually do need to come down here potentially. And you will get rid of this patrol pattern. You guys can stay here for a second. I don't think that is that important, but we're going to withdraw you fairly soon, I think. You know what? Actually, let's withdraw you now, so that we are saving a little bit of fuel. Fuel situation critical as ever, which I think these guys are also realizing. 2 days only. If we get there in 2 days. Ah, damn it! So here is an enemy division. I don't know how it came about over here. But we're definitely going to join in with another attack over here simply to reduce their organization as quickly as possible. These guys do need to fall. Yeah, very nice upgrade here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to pick decryption, or encryption I should say. 91%. Come on, just lose. You need to lose. Let's set up more defensives there. You need to join this attack, simply so that they don't get any reinforcements. Come on, and yes! There we go. Very lovely. Very good result over here. I like it. Right, let's grab you. You're part of this now, and let's delete this here then, and you guys all have basically the job to do a general attack. Right, you're coming here. That's alright. Very good. This attack here can stop now, and these guys should be out of supplies sooner rather than later, and that is fairly fantastic. A couple of ships under attack over here. Soviet ships under attack by Germany. Not much we can do to support you. But I suppose what we could do is take a couple of fighters. I think we do have a couple of fighters buzzing around. Yeah, these guys here, for example. Let's send them over towards Stockholm and get you to patrol over the Baltic Sea. That might be helpful. Good. Naval battle up here. Yeah, that's just ships and ships and ships. Okay, fine. Right, this here should be done fairly efficiently. Our line seems to be holding out. That's very nice to see. We have in fact captured these provinces, so that is good. Let's try to attack into here. These guys should be out of supplies, encircled, being attacked from multiple directions. They should fall fairly soon. It's 5 divisions, not the most, but still 5 divisions gone is very good force. Including a tank division, like so. Good. Right. Let's see. Are you guys out of supply yet? No, you're not. Okay. That's alright. So, you are going to be part of this. And this. Everyone else should be part of this, basically. You two, part of whatever this. You here, go there. Right. Nice. Where do we want to advance next? I think going down here would sort of nicely push them back. A couple of these guys are seemingly very low on organization as well. I think one of you can stay here, and the other one is going to attack from here as well, so that we have a decent width, and these guys indeed do have very low organization, so I think they should fall there fairly quickly. And you know what, likewise, I think we're going to try to attack into this province over here, so that maybe we can even stop them from withdrawing. It's going to be a single infantry division fairly soon, and that means these guys cannot escape us. Just getting us a big pocket into a couple of smaller pockets usually is extremely helpful. I think our defensive line over here is massively holding. Our organization is fairly low, but I think they are losing a lot of men over there, and that is certainly good to see. Our tanks have arrived over here. We are being under attack now, but it doesn't seem like they're doing too much there. We might just check on how long it will take you to prepare you for your attack. 38? Yeah, I think you're not building it up currently because you are actively under attack here. Even though you're only in reserves. I always feel like reserves should be treated a little bit differently. Reserves should regain organization, should regain some strength. Look at this, the organization on these guys seems to be extremely low. I remember when it was extremely difficult to fight them, but now they are so low on organization. Looking good for us here. This still is mountainous terrain, but I very much like to see them surrendering there. Right, more tanks. Yep, just come over there. Can I actually not assign you to that directly? Here, there you go. Fantastic. Right. Ooh, I've lost a ship over here. Convoys. Seems like there are a lot of enemy submarines active in this vicinity. You're docked in Nice, Campania. Okay, guys. You are assigned to this now, and you are there to not to convoy raiding, convoy escort. That's alright. Good. And our battle group? moving to a naval base in Sicily. You're not there yet. But ultimately what I want you to do is be present in this area, I suppose this area, and this area, on a strike force mission. Moving to naval base in Tunisia. Yeah, that's alright too. Our naval base, and that's good enough. Again, fuel situation horrible enough. Central Command, very very good boost to our capabilities. So that is very very nice. We could go for red and then various bonuses here. I think that wouldn't be too bad. Likewise naval stuff, likewise air stuff. Air doctrine research would be very much appreciated. On the other hand, to continue the reforms, gain a decent bonus on naval resources is also, I think, a fairly good idea. How can this guy still be holding out? Marines are over here. I think they do need some reinforcements over time. We are a little bit shy on infantry equipment, but that will solve itself rather soon, I think. How are you guys doing? Yeah, you're gonna take a while there to be fully prepared, but I just want to do that as sort of a proof of concept. Right, Iceland, you are doing fine. How are things looking up in Africa? Our line is holding, although it's starting to look rather weird. Okay, but I think you have simply driven back these units. So that's nice. You are doing this. Are you attacking that? You are. Maybe that's not the best choice of action. Right, but we are pushing into here still, so I think that is gonna be nice. We could capture this field here just like so. Would probably reduce their supplies a little bit, which would be nice. There's enormous amounts of troops here. We'll need to be mindful of that. Right, any big naval engagement that we are part of currently over here? Only this one, which has been going on again for ages and ages and ages. And these guys here, yeah. Fallen. You guys all get over there. Please and thank you. Very nice. Naval battle up here, we're just damaging a couple of the Kaiser's, the other Kaiser's troops. Again, under attack over here, and again our tanks are not participating really. It's too bad, I would like them to gain some experience. Also interesting to see that we are coming up here against these submarines. How about you guys? Where are you currently based? Are you doing anything in particular? Okay, how about you guys, you and you, go for convoy escort. And your general target area will be this. Right, just trying to prevent their submarines being too active there. Right, you guys all going to Naples. That's nice, we're going to move you probably from there sooner rather than later. And you know what, I think what we can do is actually get rid of this here. And all of you are going to come up sort of towards Brest. And that's alright. Where are you currently? Aren't you in Bergen or something? Aren't you supposed to be in Bergen? Bergen? Where were you? You. Okay, stop. Come over here. Nice. Good. You are out of a job currently. I suppose I could try to send you down here. Alright, there we go. Right. In terms of naval combat, lost a couple of ships over here. And again, that's Canada? Really? In the western approaches? We have to be careful because a lot of our troops are probably shuttling through that area. So you know what, in fact, let's ask these guys to also support the western approaches. Convoy escort, convoy escort. You're fine as you are. Great. Right, you are all advancing into this area. We are now being under attack there. That's going to be alright, because we are going to throw these guys out of this field. And, yeah, we might just ask these guys here to come along nicely. 85. Yeah, that is going to be 11 divisions of the Entente that are not going to survive. How are things down here? Looking well so far. Seems to be a slight weak spot developing over there. You again are just going to conquer that fairly soon, I suppose? Come on. Yes, there we go. Thank you. Be part of this combat plan here. Please. And get over there. Right. Okay. So this has been emptied of enemy presence. Let's take the chance and advance into this field. Yeah, this is going to be messy, but I think quite required. Why are you holding? You're supposed to convoy raid. Right, any naval battle up here? No, just us damaging and only slightly damaging at that a couple of enemy ships. Well, that's not the most promising. Over here, a convoy. Ooh. Dutch actually losing 2 submarines? Yes, please. Another battle over here with a couple of Dutch submarines. And I think we might spot them. We have to at least bring in the heavy guns just to deal with that. So yeah, that's okay. Right. Over here. You are being pushed back dramatically so. And I think very soon this is going to collapse. Low supplies in various of these African theaters. Not the biggest surprise really. Okay, we are being attacked over here. Well, that's actually nice. I think being attacked usually means these guys have some way to support us. Where are our submarines currently active? Over here. Okay, not be over there. You can actually come back here into the Western Plains. Yeah, fantastic. Sink a couple of Germans there, I think that would be great. Right. Ooh, over here. Shot down a couple of Germans. But did suffer some damage in return. Let's repair that. I'm mindful. If this happens too often, I think they are based from Malta probably. Yeah, let's ask you then here to be also guarding the airbase over there. Small damage. Right. Oh, look at that! Denmark actually pushing back against the Germans over here. That is good news. Nothing's looking up here with our tanks. Organization isn't perfect. You're digging in. Where's your preparation bonus? Where's it all gone? Curious. Look at all of these German forces always buzzing around over here. Can we exploit that in some fashion? You, well, you should probably join up with these guys. Yeah, there's no one really strong enough that we want to pull out there. These guys are repairing. Where are you based currently? You're just refitting. Yeah, we basically want to build these things up fairly quickly. Ooh, Faroe Islands. Really? You're based there. How about you go to Scapa? There at least we'll be able to repair you. And we have taken this area, so that is nice, and that indeed does mean that we are going to withdraw all of these forces, and you're going to be part of this front down here. And to that extent I would like you to come up over here to Reykjavik, from where you're going to go to Liverpool. Okay. Well, that's alright. Are we looking in terms of logistics? Still a little bit shy on infantry equipment. How are our marines doing? A little bit so-so. You still need a lot more equipment. Research is going on fine. Schwerpunkt is going to develop soon. Who dares wins? Ooh, an decision. Yeah, lots of occupation. I think once we do get Schwerpunkt, we are going to drive our tanks into this area up here. Just want to find out really whether that is going to be successful. The enemy has about 8 divisions over here there. More or less. They are passing through there sometimes. No supplies down here? Yes, of course, we know about that. Let's attack here. Let's bring you down there. Let's bring you over here. Baby steps, but again, might be useful. Right, you're all there. You're fine there. Yeah, I think this we can stop. Right. Good. And trying to make sure that they can't resupply. Ooh, look at this. This is apparently not an area that we want to be operating in. I realized that way too late. This stupid battle. Okay. Guys. Don't be here. And you, don't be here either. Malta. The issue is Malta. Right, normal battle over there. We are evacuating forces from Reykjavik. Well, Denmark seems to be doing fine, doesn't it? So, what we should probably do is ask... You, sir, how many divisions do you need? 19. How many do you need? 21. Great. You have all the resources that you need, is what you're telling me. So do bring someone up there. We've got Schwerpunkt. Nice. Let's think about Blitzkrieg then. Mechanized infantry, tanks, everyone. Yeah, and over here we are getting all of them. So yeah, let's spend a bit of experience on this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab like 4 of our divisions, maybe 6, and attack into here. So let's see how that looks. Our piercing is holding out, so that is nice to see. We have decent soft attack. Their fortification is reducing that very significantly. On the other hand, they only have very limited hard attack. Their soft attack is okay. They cannot pierce us. So ultimately, I'm not sure who will be the dominant force over here. I think unit by unit, we are doing more or less more damage, mostly. So let's see whether we're gonna be successful. Right. I'm not sure if it's being damaged really hard over here. We're shooting down a couple of aircraft, but that's in no relation to the damage that we are taking. We're probably going to see that over here fairly soon, with a lot of destroyers coming in for repair. Yeah, this looks tough. I mean, our toughness is, our breakthrough is pretty good. On the other hand, so is their defense. And they're counter-attacking even with this guy. A little bit of a joker. On the other hand, we are making more progress than they are, so that is nice. Iceland, where are you going? What do you think? Have you landed somewhere in Norway? No, doesn't seem like that. German battle, some French battle. Yeah, but our destroyers have arrived back in port. And mostly they are fairly damaged. Well, to be expected. We are going to wait for the Italians to repair that for a second here. Right, good over there. We could research this. On the other hand, I'm also mindful about decryption engineering. That is usually useful. Advanced firing control system would also be nice. Where do we stand on the radar installations? 120 days, so there might be some time there. I think we're doing something that would grant us a bonus to naval doctrine. So I think that's not what we're going to do for now. But on the other hand, what we might want to do is shell dies. That does give a very significant advantage to all of our ships. It's not even going to take that long. So yeah, let's do it. Right, can we break through over here? I mean, it's also interesting to see that they are still attacking. And that does give us a malus on being in multiple combats, I believe. I suppose what we also should do is take our aircraft from here, get them into Paris, get them to fly over the lowlands. You might actually come over here and then fly over the lowlands. Yeah, that is alright. There's a battle over here. Just German submarines. A couple of our aircraft shot down. Well, not much we can do about this. Not much we can do here either. How are you looking in terms of the Marines? Still at 63%. Are you actually reinforcing? 1.4 thousand. Well, we are making some progress over here. Ooh, and we have managed to cut these guys off. So that's actually attack into there. Again, every little bit helps. Where we can reduce these pockets, we certainly need to try and continue to do so. Just drive them. They don't. Well, do they have a port? Yeah, they do have a port. We are sinking a couple of their ships though, so that is appreciated. Strong counterattacks over here by them, but I think if we can bot these guys first, then that wouldn't be too bad. Curiously enough, we are suffering from supply issues. They are not, even though they are cut off from anything. Well, let's see. Doing fine down there. Ooh, you are conducting a naval attack over here. I think you'll be failing hard there, but also you here, scout fleet. Yeah, it's nice that you're repairing and all, but can you actually come up here and just directly drive? Doctrine shuttle? No, no, no. I want to move. Are you coming up there, please? Okay, low organization, but that's fine. I just want to wreck their guys. Naval battle again. We are doing a little bit of damage over here as we go along. Franz Josef is starting to hurt a little bit. Should probably target their harbour, really. Denmark expanding into here. Is that the point where the German Empire collapses? It might very well be. If these guys do get cut off and they can sweep into German proper, then they are in big troubles over there. They're also reinforcing this position that we are attacking, including very smaller forces. I think we'll be alright there. Our tanks are doing good work. And we get into this area. And it's always a little bit annoying that this just doesn't immediately start a naval engagement. I think when there is a landing that is being conducted, you should immediately see a naval engagement. But we don't see that, so you know what? Let's bring it back to port. And that's going to be okay. Right, there we go. Right, so anything in particular that we were researching? Continuing reforms there. Yeah, so I think the biggest effort must be made down here. Indeed, it looks like you are going for this area, so that is nice. Let's remind you that you're also going to be based over here. and bring it down there. Yeah, and as we are conquering this area, I think we are fine. It's a little bit annoying that Liberia is getting all of this territory, but on the other hand it's their partisans, not mine. Apparently we have captured this area here, so that's good. We could attack into here, cut these guys off, threaten sort of everyone a little bit more. Ooh, on the other hand over here as well, this is an opportunity, I think. Yeah, you should surrender pretty quickly, and then all of the other guys will not have... Oh, you will have a port, but still, that's going to be extremely useful. Right, so, Italy, pretty much done for, except of course this northern part of Italy. Ooh, there's some battle over here. Just again, Kingdom of Greece submarines. It's tough to get going with their stuff as long as they are remaining there. You are still sort of at 63%? Yeah, are you actually reinforcing over here? I wonder. And all of the other troops are up over here. I suppose we could try an attack on the Azores. On the other hand, we might just get onto Greenland. Ignore the Azores for now. It's still a springboard for them, isn't it? They don't have any other significant naval base over here in the Atlantic, so I think this would be a good target. Basically stop them threatening anything else. Yeah, I think we need to continue to do that, and then we're going to jump over here and deal with these guys. We have apparently done a little bit of good work over here. We had 41%, and they of course have brought in more reinforcements, but I think we are okay over here. Enemy air superiority is also decreasing their defensiveness. Not that that really helps, they are mostly way above our attack value. Still, I think that is good development over there. And again, I have a feeling Germany might completely collapse if there's a breakthrough over here. Soviets are holding out against the advances of the Donau-Bund. And this frontier has been entirely static across this river. I think this one here is potentially the only target that is viable to attack. Yet again, because it's on our side of the river. How do we look in terms of air power over here? There are a lot of enemy bombers. If we do look at this, we lost 2 fighters. The enemy lost 15 bombers. That's nice, but not really decisive. And down here things are, of course, still muddy, extremely high attrition rates due to low supply. But I think once we capture a couple more harbors here, we are going to do a little bit better. Yeah, so we'll have to see about that. So for now, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you again tomorrow probably. Bye bye.